This is the weather forecast video for Tuesday, July the 10th, 2012. Taking a look at the satellite image from last evening. Frontal system across the mid-Atlantic down into the southern plains, producing some showers and thunderstorms there. We had a few during the afternoon hours, but most of the rain will be to our south and southeast this week. The watch warning map from a bit before midnight was fairly quiet across the country. Some heat-related issues and red flag warnings to our west. Few flood issues around the country, but it's pretty much quiet around the country on this day. And the QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Saturday evening at 7 o'clock is going to be fairly quiet around here with almost no rain around here. It'll be all to either our north, our west, or south and east, where they could get quite a bit of rain across the Tennessee and lower Mississippi Valley. So let's take a look at the zeros. The GFS Model Run at 1 p.m. this afternoon. There's the heat ridge that has shifted to the west, near about Las Vegas up to Salt Lake City, trough over the east, and most of the rain will be to the south. Can we rule out an isolated shower? Not entirely. There could be maybe one or two, but mostly dry and highs in the 80s. And the same thing goes for Wednesday. Mostly sunny, highs in the 80s. Most of the rain across the mid-Atlantic, the southeast, the lower Mississippi Valley, and into Texas. And that continues even into Thursday. Highs around here still in the 80s. The rain nowhere near here. And the drought conditions are going to continue to worsen if that's the case. Friday, there's a slightly better chance we could get another one of these popcorn showers or storms, but it's like a 1 in 20 chance, so almost not bothering worth mentioning. But here on Saturday, there's a better chance as a warm front begins to move through, and unfortunately when you hear the term warm front, it means one thing. Yes, the heat ridge is coming back, and by Sunday that has moved off to the east. Temperatures by this point will be back into the upper 80s to lower 90s across the state. There could still be an isolated shower. And even on Monday, we could still see some activity. We could have MCS, an overnight MCS event, as we're nearing the northern and eastern edge of the Ring of Fire. And by a week from today, on the 17th, there's the ridge. Not very having a foothold yet, but it's centered in the Central Plains, a trough moving into the north and west and north and east. We'll still be in the area where we could get some shower and thunderstorm activity, but it's going to become fewer and far between as we move into the middle of next week. And by the end of next week and into the following weekend here on the 21st, there's the 594 ridge. Ever-present, centered north and east of Denver. And with that, there could be a shower, but the likelihood is there won't be, in highs more than likely will be well into the 90s, maybe even 100 degrees again, unfortunately. And at the end of the forecast on the 25th, however, that ridge gets shunted back to the southwest, a pretty decent deep trough through the east. And if this is correct, we could be seeing some cool conditions, a cold front all the way into the Gulf Coast. That could bring temperatures down into the 70s for highs and maybe lows in the 50s. But this is still well out there, and this could change. So thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one on Wednesday.